Welcome to the AI Research Roundup. I'm Alex, and today we're looking at a paper from the Hugging Face trending list, published on June 19, 2025, so about 2 weeks ago. It introduces a new method that reduces the computational cost of fine-tuning by up to 2.2 times. The paper is titled SparseLoRA, Accelerating LLM Fine-Tuning with Contextual Sparsity, and the implications for making fine-tuning more accessible are pretty significant. The key idea here is tackling the computational bottleneck that many memory-saving techniques often ignore. Also, the authors have made their code public on GitHub. If you head over there, you'll find the full implementation, along with detailed setup instructions and scripts to reproduce their results. They've included configurations for all the benchmarks they tested, from reasoning and coding to instruction following. On Hugging Face, you'll find SVD predictors for accelerating fine-tuning on 7, 8, and 13 billion parameter llama models, with usage integrated into their provided training scripts. Alright, so to really see how this works in practice, this paper presents a figure that sums up the main results. It compares their method, SparseLoRA, against other popular fine-tuning techniques. These other methods are all based on an approach called low-rank adaptation, or LoRA, which reduces memory usage by only training small, additional matrices instead of the whole model. The top chart here shows training time, and you can see their method is much faster, achieving a 1.6 times speed up. But the key is in the bottom charts, which show accuracy. Here, SparseLoRA performs just as well as, and sometimes even slightly better than, the standard low-rank adaptation method across reasoning, coding, and instruction following tasks. So you get that significant speed up without a performance penalty. So this next figure shows us the how behind that speedup, comparing standard low-rank adaptation to the new SparseLoRA method. The key innovation is a lightweight tool called an SVD sparsity estimator. SVD, or singular value decomposition, is a mathematical method used here to analyze the model's pre-trained weights offline. This estimator then dynamically identifies and uses only the most important parts of the main model for a given input. This process, called Contextual sparsity, reduces the main computation while leaving the smaller, fast, low-rank adaptation update untouched, which is how it speeds things up so effectively. Building on that SVD estimator, this diagram shows another smart optimization they use, a context output-aware sparsity strategy. You can see the input is split. The context tokens, which is the initial prompt or question, are sent through the faster, sparse computation path. But the output tokens, the model's generated answer, go through a dense or full computation path. The authors found that keeping the computation dense for the output is critical for getting a strong learning signal. This selective approach is a key reason why the method maintains high accuracy while still speeding things up. So another key sensitivity they analyzed was how different layers of the model react to this sparsity. This chart shows the accuracy of a Llama 2.7b model when different levels of sparsity, from 10 to 90%, are applied across its layers. On the left, you can see the early layers are very sensitive. Accuracy drops a lot, especially with high sparsity. But as you move to the deeper layers on the right, performance becomes much more stable. This insight allows them to apply sparsity non-uniformly, hitting the robust later layers harder while being gentle with the sensitive early ones. Alright, so this table really brings it all home, showing the final results on several common-sense reasoning benchmarks. It compares SparseLoRA against other methods on different llama models. The key columns here are number of flops, which is the total number of calculations needed, and speed up. You can see SparseLoRA consistently achieves a 1.3 times speed up, while using only about 65% of the computational power of the standard low-rank adaptation method. And critically, looking at the average accuracy scores, performance remains almost identical. This really drives home the main benefit: a major efficiency boost without a performance penalty. And this short table really gets to the heart of why their method is so effective. It compares their SVD estimator, which uses singular value decomposition, against a theoretical oracle method, which is like a perfect, all-knowing selector for model components. Look at the accuracy. Their estimator achieves 81.1%, which is incredibly close to the oracle's 81.4%. And the cost of using it is tiny, adding less than 1% to runtime and flops. This shows their estimator is nearly perfect, which is what enables all those efficiency gains we just saw. So to wrap things up, this paper presents a really practical solution to a major bottleneck in AI development, the high computational cost of fine-tuning. While many methods reduce memory use, they often don't speed up the actual training. SparseLoRA tackles this head-on using contextual sparsity, which is a smart way of dynamically using only a fraction of the model's core computational parts, like its feed-forward networks and attention layers, for any given task. The result is a major speed-up, with almost no drop in accuracy. That's all for this edition of the AI Research Roundup. Thanks for tuning in.